You're watching a B.A.S.S. presentation.
A great day to sweat it out here at the Sabine River. Temps are high, weights are tight, and every fish will be crucial for our anglers today and throughout the week. The Maxim Tire Bassmaster Elite here at the Sabine River, Orange, Texas, is our host this week, and it is the sixth stop of the 2025 Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series. We had 102 anglers go from Lake Fork down to the Sabine River for this event, and we have cut it down to now 50 on semifinal Saturday. The top 10 will make championship Sunday, and boy, we have a tight one. Such, from 1st to 10th is less than 4 pounds. From 10th to 24th is 1 pound. We've got dozens of spots separated by just one single fish.
Yeah, and it's the one big fish that has made guys move up. We had John Cruz, Cooper Gallant, KJ Queen all jumping up yesterday, and they all had 4-pound fish. That's so key this week to having that one big bite.
We were talking about who was going to get the double-digit bass last week. That did not happen. 9-14 by Jay Shakira and Kyle Norsetter were the big bass. But now we're wondering, Such, who is going to get the double-digit limits? Chris Johnston brought one of those 10 pounds, 2 ounces in yesterday. JT Tompkins has had 9 and 7, almost 8 pounds for his 2 days. Like you mentioned, KJ Queen, a big jump yesterday, 11 pounds, 9 ounces.
A big 4-5 there in his right hand.
I believe the second biggest bag of the day. Similar days as JT Tompkins for Carl Jochimson, 9 and change and almost 8 pounds on 4 fish yesterday. Bo Browning, we had him on camera day one. We had a feeling Bo could show up this week. 7 pounds day one and almost 10 pounds yesterday. Meanwhile, Stetson Blaylock dropped off substantially today, but stayed in our top 5 due to his day one efforts of 11.5.
They had a 4 on that day on day one to get him over 10 pounds.
Basically flip-flopping Blaylock's days. Cruz had a 5-pound day and a 12-pound day to jump into 4th. Kiyoya Fujita wants some redemption from coming up short last week at Lake Fork. An 11-pound day on day 2 jumps up. Cooper Gallant, like you mentioned, the only what we would call consistent angler. 10 pounds each day, and he is second place, ounces behind our day 2 leader. He's led both days, Pat Schlopper. We got to hear from him this morning at takeoff.
I mean, the wind's like, I'm gonna fish for the win, but like, it's a weird feeling. Like last year I was leading on Toledo Bend going into day 4, and I felt a lot more jittery about that. This one's just like, I don't know. I mean, it'd mean a lot to win, especially for my family with some of the stuff we've been dealing with. But I'm just gonna fish hard, and if we win, we win. If not, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to get too worked up about it, honestly. And that's a weird feeling. Usually I'm all jacked up, but I just feel different this one. So maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing.
So the way I go about fishing a place like this, it's a very tough fishery, and it'll mess with you mentally, but it's just a matter of keeping your head down and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. Eventually, you'll run around some fish. It's just a matter of covering enough water until you find where the fish are, and then you can put a few in the boat. It's just a matter of finding them. And it's not very easy because they're not everywhere. But if you stay mentally tough and stay at it, stay grinding, you can stick around and hopefully put something together, and you find an area where some fish are, you can put some fish in the boat.
All right, getting ready here for day 3, Sabine River. It's been a grind. Had about 8 keepers yesterday, had 10 pounds. I got a couple decent bites. I never got a big one. 2 3/4 was my biggest, but I got some 2-pounders to go with it, which is huge here. I'm fishing up in Taylor's Bayou, and it's busy. If you were fishing there alone, or like 10 boats were fishing there this week, I think it would be great fishing. But there's been 80 boats on it every day since the first day of practice, and these fish have just been getting hammered and hammered. So after 2 days of the tournament, I think there's about 80 boats a day in the tournament there. Catching them, it's getting tougher and tougher. So today's going to be even more of a grind probably. But I got to go back there. That has the biggest population of fish in this place right now for sure. And I think I'm seeing a lot of the guys. Some guys catch them one day, some guys don't. And it's just a matter of putting your head down, keeping the foot on the trolling motor and going. And I'm just flipping. And I got to come across 5 of the right bites. And we'll see what happens. They're there. I'm hoping to maybe get a few that were caught in practice, didn't bite the last 2 days. Like, there can't be many left. But we're going to go see if we can find 5.
Feeling excited, you know, it's been a day-to-day grind. You never really know exactly what you're going to get into. This place is changing so much, constantly changing by the hour, it feels like. So I've been able to connect with them for 2 days, but I know it's going to change again today, and I just got to get in a rhythm again, and it's always something different. I mean, the first day I caught them on moving baits. Yesterday I had to flip a jig. Today it could be a mix. It could be one or the other. It could be something totally different. It's just going to be river ratting 101. I'm fighting the urge from pulling out a ton of rods and just keeping out a couple that I know work. So I'm probably just going to go with a couple and just grind it out all day, but I know I'm around the right fish. I'm catching good bags. Some guys around me are catching good bags. So if I can just get another good quality bite or maybe a couple of them, I'm right in the running. It's going to come down to a big bite in this thing. Who can get one the next 2 days? So I'm hoping it's me.
Well, here we are again. It's crazy to think of, you know, I just look back on yesterday how the mental challenges weren't creeping in. They weren't, you know, the negative voices weren't there because I knew I just needed one good bite throughout the day. I said it 100 times, like, we can just catch a 3, a 4-pounder will be there. But we didn't, and here we are still. So to me, it could go either way. Like, if we catch 8, 9 pounds today, we could actually move up, which is wild. Sabine River's fishing extremely tough, and there's a lot of us that are sitting right here that are fishing one area, but there's still some good fish to be caught there. So whoever one of us 3 or 4 that are going in there gets that good bite is going to make the top 10, and hopefully we'll be one of those that gets that lucky 3 or 4 pound bite and gets to bump inside and fish tomorrow.
Here we are headed out on day 3 here on the Sabine River. Had a big day yesterday. I had a 414, another 3-pounder, some other decent fish. So we had 12, 9 yesterday, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's the biggest bag of the tournament so far. And we're gonna try to go out there and we need to put 5 fish in the boat. I think maybe 8 pounds would definitely get me in the top 10. That is goal number 1. Putting 5 fish in the boat is gonna be how we're doing it. We're gonna be in a crowd. It's gonna be a lot of people around. Not necessarily like super tight, but a lot of people in the area that we're gonna be fishing. That's just how it goes sometimes. You got a big river system, you got all this water. Sometimes it fishes kind of small. That's just what happens. So maybe we can expand a little bit. I tried to expand yesterday, didn't really work. I tried to expand some the first day, only had 5 pounds the first day with the small limit, but we're gonna try to dial it in. I think we've dialed it in a little bit. I need to stay in the good stuff, stay in the good areas, and see if we can put the best 5 we can put in the boat.
Good morning, I've got to tell on Stetson Blaylock. Yesterday, if you watch Bassmaster Live, you could hear his disappointment, his frustration. He wasn't talking kind to himself, Such. He said, I'm blowing it today. I am not doing what I need to do. I saw his wife at a restaurant last night and said, Lindsay, you got to tell Stetson to believe in himself, trust in it. He was doing fine. 5 pounds of the Sabine River on your bad day isn't as bad as you think it is, and he only dropped down from, I believe, 2nd to 5th, and still, it's anybody's ball game.
Like you said, he didn't get the big bite. John Cruz, his 414, came at 2:57 in the afternoon. He's 4th now. He would have been like 34th without that fish.
Absolutely. As we head out to Carl Jocumsen, who is tied for 5th with 2 other anglers coming into today.
Highest placer with less than 2 limits. He's got 9 fish.
Oh, big one. That's a good one. Keeper though, I think. I know what everyone's saying and thinking, but Sabine is hard to catch a fish. I think that's our first keeper. 12-inch limit, he's gonna be close. Shut your mouth, yep, 12 and a half. Okay. He's probably a pound. He will make all the difference if we have 4 2+ pounders. Nice to fill the live well early. Sweet. Oh, that was a good blow up. It's happening out the front here. Hey, we got one. 1 down, 4 to go. If we're getting rid of him,
by the end of the day, we're fishing tomorrow.
We got to recalibrate our scale, Such. When we're at Lake Fork, giants and good ones are a different class here. If you say giant or big one, that is an above average keeper. If it's a good one, Such, it is a keeper. And Carl Jacobson on the board. Big day today, 3 hours on Fox Sports 1. Tommy Davey are on site along with Mercer and Kyle. Such and I are here in studio. Join us there and on Bassmaster.com in a moment.
Yeah.